What if you could unlock your body's true potential for health and energy simply by changing what's on your plate? What if the blueprint for a resilient heart and a sharp mind wasn't a complex secret, but a delicious lifestyle perfected over centuries?
Welcome to the Healthy Food to Eat podcast. Today, we're not just scratching the surface. We're doing a comprehensive 2-hour masterclass on one of the most researched and celebrated eating patterns on the planet, the Mediterranean diet.
That's right. We're going to go beyond the headlines and unpack the powerful science behind why it's so incredibly effective. We'll explore its impact on your heart, your brain, and your body's overall resilient health. We'll also tackle the practical side, how to make it affordable, how to make it work with a busy life, and how to get started today. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and get ready for the ultimate guide.
So let's start at the very beginning. When people hear Mediterranean diet, some might picture pasta and pizza. But that's not quite right, is it?
Not the modern commercialized version, no. The traditional pattern is much different. It's crucial to understand that it's not a diet in the sense of a temporary restrictive plan. It's an eating pattern based on the traditional foods and lifestyles of countries like Greece, Crete, and southern Italy in the mid-20th century, a time when they had remarkably low rates of chronic disease. Let's build that food pyramid for our listeners. At the absolute foundation, the things you eat every single day, what do we find?
The base is vast and vibrant. It's an abundance of plant foods, vegetables of every color, leafy greens, tomatoes, cucumbers, bell peppers, a wide variety of fruits, whole grains like barley, oats, and brown rice, legumes, which are a cornerstone, like lentils, chickpeas, and beans, and of course, nuts and seeds. The primary source of added fat, woven through everything, is extra virgin olive oil.
I want to pause on legumes for a second. They're often overlooked in Western diets, but they are true nutritional powerhouses, packed with fiber and protein.
Absolutely. They are key to feeling full and satisfied. Moving up the pyramid, we have fish and seafood, recommended at least twice a week. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel are particularly prized for their omega-3 content.
What about the next tier, the in moderation foods?
That's where you'll find poultry, eggs, and dairy, especially fermented dairy like yogurt and cheese. These are consumed a few times a week, but not necessarily every day, and in smaller portions than many are used to.
And right at the very peak, the special occasion foods.
That tiny peak is for red meat and sweets. It's not about complete elimination. It's about a shift in perspective. A small piece of high-quality red meat is enjoyed maybe a few times a month, not a few times a week. The same goes for sugary desserts.
This leads to a critical point. Let's talk about what this diet is not.
Great point. It is not a low-fat diet. It's rich in healthy fats from olive oil, nuts, and fish. It is also not a low-carb diet. It includes plenty of carbohydrates, but they come from fiber-rich whole grains, legumes, and vegetables, not from refined flour and sugar. And most importantly, it's not about deprivation. It's about adding an abundance of nutrient-dense, flavorful foods.
And it doesn't stop at the food, does it? The lifestyle is just as important.
It's inseparable. The traditional Mediterranean lifestyle includes regular physical activity, often just walking. It also emphasizes sharing meals with family and friends. That social connection is a powerful antidote to stress, which we know is a major driver of disease. It's a holistic approach to well-being.
We can't go any further without dedicating a whole segment to the undisputed hero of this story, extra virgin olive oil. Why is this one fat so celebrated?
Because it's so much more than just a fat. First, let's distinguish. We're talking about extra virgin olive oil, or EVO. This means it's unrefined and cold-pressed, so it retains all the powerful plant compounds, the polyphenols, that are lost in more processed olive oils, like light or pure olive oil.
So what are these polyphenols doing for us?
They are potent antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. One famous compound is called oleocanthal. Researchers discovered it has a similar anti-inflammatory effect to ibuprofen. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is a root cause of almost every major disease: heart disease, diabetes, even Alzheimer's. So having a daily food that actively fights it is incredible. Another is oleoropin, a powerful antioxidant that protects your LDL cholesterol from becoming oxidized, which is a key step in the formation of arterial plaque.
So when you get that peppery, slightly bitter kick at the back of your throat from a good quality EVO, that's actually the oleocanthal. That's the healthy stuff working.
Exactly. You are literally tasting the anti-inflammatory action. Beyond that, the fat itself is primarily monounsaturated, a type that helps improve cholesterol profiles.
Let's tackle a common myth. Many people are afraid to cook with olive oil because they've heard it has a low smoke point and becomes toxic. What's the real science on that?
That is a persistent myth that has been largely debunked. High-quality extra virgin olive oil is actually quite stable for home cooking. Studies have shown it holds up very well to typical frying and sautéing temperatures. Its high antioxidant content actually protects it from breaking down. You absolutely can and should be cooking with it.
So a question for our listeners. Take a look at the cooking oil in your kitchen. Is it extra virgin? If not, making that one simple swap could be one of the most impactful changes you make for your health. Okay, armed with our liquid gold, let's dive into the area where the Mediterranean diet first earned its stellar reputation, heart health. The evidence here isn't just anecdotal, it's rock solid.
It is. The gold standard study is the PREDIMED trial, a massive, long-term, randomized control trial in Spain. They took thousands of people at high risk for heart disease and split them into 3 groups. One ate a low-fat diet. Another ate a Mediterranean diet supplemented with free extra virgin olive oil. And the third ate a Mediterranean diet supplemented with free nuts.
And the results were stunning, right?
They were groundbreaking. The study was actually stopped early because the results were so overwhelmingly positive for the Mediterranean groups. They saw a roughly 30% reduction in the risk of major cardiovascular events, heart attacks, strokes, and death from cardiovascular causes. A 30% risk reduction is on par with, or even better than, powerful statin drugs, but it comes with only positive side effects.
Let's break down the how. What are the biological mechanisms at play?
There are at least 4 key mechanisms. First, cholesterol management. The monounsaturated fats from olive oil and nuts help lower LDL, the bad cholesterol, and can help raise HDL, the good cholesterol. The soluble fiber from oats, beans, and apples literally binds to cholesterol in the gut and removes it from the body. Second, blood pressure reduction. This diet is naturally lower in sodium and rich in potassium from all the fruits and vegetables. That balance is critical for healthy blood pressure. Third, inflammation control. As we discussed with olive oil, the diet is profoundly anti-inflammatory. The omega-3s from fish are also potent anti-inflammatories. This calms the entire cardiovascular system. Fourth, endothelial function. This is a crucial one. The endothelium is the thin lining of all your blood vessels. A healthy endothelium is flexible and slick, allowing blood to flow freely. An unhealthy one is stiff and sticky, promoting plaque. The antioxidants in the Med diet directly nourish and protect this lining, keeping your arteries healthy from the inside out.
So it's a full system upgrade for your entire cardiovascular network. Think about this, listeners. How often do you consciously choose a food because you know it's supporting the health of your artery linings? This diet makes that an automatic, delicious habit.
And what's truly remarkable is that everything we just described for the heart applies directly to the brain. This is the heart-brain axis. They are fed by the same system of blood vessels.
So a healthy blood flow to the heart means a healthy blood flow to the brain, which is the foundation of cognitive health.
Precisely. Your brain is an energy hog. It needs a constant, robust supply of oxygen and nutrients. When that flow is compromised, so is your thinking, your memory, your focus. But the benefits go even deeper. Your brain itself is made of this stuff. It's about 60% fat, and the specific fats you eat become the building blocks for your brain cells.
So the omega-3s from fish are literally building a better brain?
Yes, specifically a fatty acid called DHA. It is a primary structural component of the cerebral cortex, the part of the brain responsible for higher-level thinking. But there's another magic compound I want to talk about, BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor.
What is BDNF?
You can think of it as miracle grow for your brain. It's a protein that supports the survival of existing neurons and encourages the growth of new neurons and synapses. It's fundamental for learning and memory. And research has shown that key components of the Mediterranean diet, especially the polyphenols and omega-3s, as well as exercise, can increase levels of BDNF. You are literally helping your brain grow and form new connections.
That's incredible. Let's create a brain food roster from the diet. What are some top players?
Leafy greens like spinach and kale are packed with vitamin K and lutein, linked to slower cognitive decline. Berries, especially blueberries, are full of flavonoids, which are antioxidants that can cross the blood-brain barrier and reduce inflammation in the brain. Walnuts are unique among nuts for their high content of a plant-based omega-3 called ALA. And of course, fatty fish for DHA, and olive oil for its brain-protective polyphenols.
Oh, that's all connects to the Mind Diet study, which you've mentioned before.
Yes, the Mind Diet is a hybrid of the Mediterranean and DASH diets, specifically designed to target brain health. The studies on it are phenomenal, showing that people who followed it most closely had the cognitive function of someone 7.5 years younger. It's a powerful testament to how food can protect our most vital organ.
Ready to eat healthier without the hassle? Our Mediterranean Diet Printable Bundle has everything you need to stay on track. Get a comprehensive food list, 30-day meal plan, snack ideas, and a convenient shopping guide, all in one easy-to-use PDF. Whether you're looking to lose weight, improve heart health, or simply enjoy balanced, delicious meals, this bundle is your simple path to a healthier lifestyle. Download now using the link below and start your Mediterranean journey today.
A healthy heart, a healthy brain. But the benefits don't stop there. This eating pattern creates a positive effect on the entire body, building a foundation for truly resilient health. It's about creating a system that functions at its peak.
Exactly. We see real-world examples of this in places known as blue zones, like Icaria in Greece and Sardinia and Italy. What's truly remarkable about the people in these regions isn't a number, but their state of being. They are populations known for their exceptional health and vitality, maintaining incredible physical and mental function throughout their lives. Their traditional diet is a key factor in that robust well-being.
So it's about maximizing what's often called our health span, the period of life spent in good health.
Precisely. The goal is to feel energetic, capable, and well. It's about having the physical and mental capacity to fully engage with life, whether that's pursuing a hobby, keeping up with family, or simply feeling great in your own body. This diet provides the building blocks for that kind of durable health.
So let's go deeper. How does this way of eating build such a resilient body at a microscopic level?
One of the most powerful mechanisms is its effect on the gut microbiome. Your gut is an entire ecosystem. A diet high in processed foods can foster an environment of inflammation. The Mediterranean diet, however, is rich in diverse types of fiber from a huge variety of plants. This fiber is the ideal food for beneficial gut bacteria. When these microbes are well fed, they produce compounds that help regulate the immune system, reduce systemic inflammation, and support overall health. A thriving gut is central to a thriving body.
And what about at the cellular level? You've talked about telomeres before. How do they fit into this picture of resilience?
Telomeres are the protective caps on the ends of our chromosomes, which house our DNA. Think of them as ensuring the integrity of our genetic blueprint. With ongoing stress and cell division, these caps can shorten, and when they become too short, the cell no longer functions as efficiently.
And this diet helps maintain that cellular function?
The evidence strongly suggests so. Studies have linked high adherence to the Mediterranean diet with better maintained telomere length. This isn't about magic. It's about biochemistry. The diet's immense payload of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds helps protect the cells from the daily oxidative stress that can damage these protective caps. It's about preserving the functional integrity of your cells, which allows all of your body's systems to remain more robust and resilient.
Okay, everyone listening is likely convinced of the why, But now comes the how. A common barrier people face is the perception that this way of eating is expensive. Salmon and extra virgin olive oil are pricey. What do you say to that?
It's a valid concern, but it can absolutely be done on a budget. The foundation is plants and legumes, which are some of the cheapest foods available. A bag of dried lentils or chickpeas costs little and can form the base of many meals. Buy frozen foods and vegetables. They're just as nutritious as fresh and much cheaper. Buy produce that's in season. And for fish, don't forget about affordable, sustainable options like canned sardines and mackerel. They are omega-3 powerhouses.
Another hurdle, I don't have time to cook elaborate meals every night.
You don't have to. Mediterranean cooking is often very simple. Think of a big grain bowl. You cook a batch of quinoa or barley at the start of the week. Each night, you just top it with some chickpeas, chopped cucumbers and tomatoes, a sprinkle of feta, and a drizzle of olive oil and lemon juice. That's a 5-minute meal. Sheet pan dinners are another lifesaver. Chop up some chicken and a ton of veggies, toss with olive oil and herbs, and roast. Simple, delicious, and minimal cleanup.
Last one. My family are picky eaters and won't go for this.
The key here is gradual integration, not a sudden revolution. Don't announce, "We are now a Mediterranean household." Instead, start with Meatless Mondays, centered around a delicious bean chili or lentil soup. Add a large, interesting salad to every dinner you already make. Offer a bowl of nuts and fruit for a snack instead of chips. Let them see and taste how good it is. It's about evolution, not deprivation.
Wow, that was our masterclass. Let's distill this 2-hour journey into the most essential takeaways.
1. Reframe your mindset. This is a lifestyle of abundance and flavor, not a diet of restriction. 2. Master the proportions. More plants, more legumes, make EVOU your go-to fat, welcome fish into your week, and let red meat be a rare treat. 3. The science is undeniable. It's a proven powerhouse for your heart and brain, protecting their function and reducing major risk factors.
4. It's a blueprint for systemic wellness. By supporting your gut health and protecting your cellular integrity, it helps your body become more resilient and function at its best.
And 5, it is practical and achievable for everyone. Start small, focus on adding the good stuff in, and don't let perfection be the enemy of progress.
After all that, we want to leave you with one simple, powerful challenge. Do not try to change everything overnight. The weight of that expectation can be crushing. Instead, we want you to pick one thing.
Just one. Maybe your one thing this week is to swap your usual salad dressing for a simple mix of extra virgin olive oil and lemon juice. Or maybe it's to buy a can of cannellini beans and add them to your pasta sauce or soup. Maybe it's just having a handful of walnuts for your afternoon snack.
Pick that one small thing and do it consistently. That is how sustainable change is built. That is how you create a lifestyle that supports your health and well-being every single day.
Thank you for dedicating your time to this deep dive with us today on the Healthy Food to Eat podcast. We hope you feel empowered and excited to bring the health and joy of the Mediterranean into your life.
Until next time, eat well and be well.